Good morning. The recess has ended, and I'll call this regular session of the Grant County Commissioners to order. Monday, October the 2025.
How about the 6th?
Was it the 6th? I think you missed that in there. The prayer will be led by Mr. Poling with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mr. Stewart. If you would stand.
Lord Jesus, we come to you this day, ask you to guide us in the county's business, make us all one so we can work together and move forward. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Please join me and face the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll move on to the approval of claims. We have claims dated 9/22/2025. Pre-approval was given 9/22/2025. General fund amount $160,693.32. Other $184,654.07. The highway $3,340.80, with the grand total of $348,688.19. I need a motion for ratification.
So moved.
second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the claims dated 9/22/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to claims dated 9/29/2025. Pre-approval was given 9/26/2025. The general fund total, $243,917.25. Other, $46,369.88. The highway fund, $20,430.51. Brings the grand total of $310,717.64. I'd entertain a motion for ratification.
So moved.
I'll second that.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the claims dated 9/29/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We have checks dated 10/6/2025. General fund, $224,898.48. The other, $206,333.58. The highway, $60,275.06, brings the grand total to $491,507.12. Need a motion to approve claims dated 10/6.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the checks dated 10/6/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to pre-approved claims. This Commissioners meeting, we have two pre-approvals that were given. One was given 9/18/2025. It was to the Kelly Automotive Group in the amount of $250,000. And then we have another pre-approval given 9/26/2025 to McAllister Machinery in the amount of $1,521.92. Are there any questions or comments? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we approve those two pre-approved claims.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the pre-approval claims to Kelly Automotive Group and McAllister Machineries. Obviously, the Kelly Automotive Group was the payment for the sheriff's Tahoes with the ARPA funds, I believe. And that's the 250,000. Any other questions or comments?
Sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries. We'll move on to the approval of payroll, payroll number 20. Pre-approval was given 9/24 of 2025. The payday was 9/26 of 2025. The gross amount was $692,314.54. Are there any questions or comments? Payroll number 20. If not, I entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve payroll number 20. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to the approval of minutes. We have minutes from the executive session on September the 15th, 2025 at 9:15 a.m. Are there any questions or comments to the minutes? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve minutes of the executive session from September the 15th, 2025 at 9:15 a.m. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All
Abstain.
opposed, same sign, one abstention. Minutes are approved. That's all the minutes we had, correct? We'll move on to monthly reports. We have received the clerk's monthly report, form number 46 CR from August. So we'll note that is received. Are there any other reports? We'll move on to item number 6, communications and board updates. Are there any elected officials or boards or special committees that'd like to present an update? Not seeing none, we'll move on to item number 7, EMA report. Mr. Jackson, morning.
Gentlemen,
Morning, sir.
so the drought continues, here to talk a little bit about today. And Marcus has put up a map, shows the U.S. drought monitor. It comes out every Thursday, so one of the metrics we use, we watch that and gives us some kind of idea of how dry things are. So as you can see, we are in a D2 designation, so we continue to monitor that, maintain situational awareness with the fire chiefs, with the National Weather Service. So far, there has been no red flag warnings issued, so the wind has really been in our favor to this point. We know there's some rain expected tonight, but we don't think enough it's going to make any kind of difference. So we'll continue to monitor that. The next slide, if you could, Marcus. So that shows the burn ban map, state of Indiana. Currently, we do have 3 counties that border us that do have bans in place. So I try not to do that unless we really have to. So we'll continue to monitor it. But the wind honestly is the biggest issue for us right now. As long as it maintains relatively calm, we should be fine, I think. But I do have the paperwork ready. And should we need to issue a ban, I'll certainly be in contact as quick as I can. Questions?
Is there any rain in the foreseeable future?
Tonight into tomorrow, it's light. There's not a lot expected, so they expect it to have 0 impact on improving the drought.
Any questions from the members? Move on, sir.
Okay, did we have the second thing? Okay. So the next thing is notice of funding opportunity. Grant did open up for the EMPGS. That's the salary reimbursement for EMA. I did send that to Madam Auditor this morning, so she got the NOPO as well. And Ange, do you, as soon as I do the application, do you want that as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, perfect. So we'll be moving along with that. We just asked for permission to go ahead and move forward.
I need a motion to approve moving forward with the grant request for EMPG.
So moved.
Is that correct?
Yeah, EMPGS.
Second.
I I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the grant request for the EMA to pursue the EMPGS grant reimbursement.
We are eligible to receive $30,000 again this year.
Are there any other questions from the members? Not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, same sign, motion carries. I appreciate you continuing this grant process.
Do that. I do have a second grant just opened up on Friday, so apologize for the late notice, but it is a hazardous material emergency planning grant. Those funds come from LEPC, Andy, so I'm not sure that affects this body at all, but this is technically state and federal funds. But want to let you know that that grant did open up too, and if you're okay, we'll go ahead and apply for that. I just don't know what the project might be yet.
When is the deadline for it?
I believe it's the end of the month. Tightening up the windows on us.
Do you know what it's called again?
That is the Hazardous Material Emergency Preparedness Grant, HMEP, everybody's got an acronym. So what we did receive that last year, as a matter of fact, so that is some of those funds we used for training. We had an LP class brought into the county, and then we also used that for some of the tables and chairs at the training center.
Is there a motion to grant his request to pursue the second grant, the hazardous material grant from, was it LAPCA?
LEPC.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve Mr. Jackson's grant request. Are there any questions?
No, sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hey, how did the event go today, this weekend?
The county had no issues. Internally, I think there was some growing pains, but expected that. As far as the county goes, we didn't have any.
Appreciate you.
Glad to-
Appreciate everything you've done out there, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, also in your packet, we have the release of liability that the EMA would have used this past Friday on their practice exercise. But due to a real accident, the practice exercise was canceled.
Correct.
So, but this would have been the form that cooperation between Mr. Harker and Mr. Jackson built this waiver of liability that we can use in the future for similar activities.
Should we go ahead and accept it?
Make a motion.
Yeah, go ahead and make a motion.
We had used a form in the past that Mr. Harker helped us update, and we sort of needed updating. At the training center, we use that every class that we have. So there again, it just keeps the county out of it. The state of Indiana does provide insurance for the instructors, but students are required to have their own.
Are there any other questions from the members? If not, I'd entertain a motion to approve this updated release from liability document that Mr. Harker's prepared for Grant County Emergency Management, IDHS, as well as Grant County Mutual Aid Association.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve this release from liability form. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Should we
I think we're done.
add a date somewhere on, is there, like somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That way we know future. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll move on to item number 8, Central Dispatch Report. Mr. Hicks.
Good morning, gentlemen, and congratulations, Mr. Stewart.
Thank you.
For the month of September, we had 10,333 phone calls received. 55 of those were from 911 landlines. 2,335 were cell phones. 170 are voice over IP phones. We had 49 that the system didn't recognize what they were. Of those 10,000 phone calls, we dispatched 1,100 EMS calls, 9,500 police calls, and 675 police calls, and 725 dispatch calls, for a total of 12,032 calls. That's right on average where we've been. We have 15 full-time dispatchers, 6 part-timers. We did have a trainee resign this past week. We do have one who is ready to onboard. She'll be in this afternoon at 3:30 for the job offer. And we'll get with HR and get her on board as soon as possible. On September the 19th, we did send a group of 6 dispatchers to Fort Wayne to Three Rivers Ambulance Association for mental health awareness. That was a good class, received well by all. And so thank you for the opportunity to do that. Have any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks.
We'll move on to item number 9, IT report. Mr. Elliott?
Good morning, gentlemen.
No.
Yep.
Hey,
So,
Marcus, no.
I see what it is. Well, gentlemen, so just I'll go ahead and before I present my item, I'll give you guys an update. So we're progressing really well with the new computer project. We've about got all of them deployed. I think we're about maybe end of the month, maybe the 1st of November of having them all done. So we finally met with Dell and we had to kind of go through a few different technicians to figure out before we found a couple that we really liked and that go well with us. And they've been keeping up at a pretty good click. So I wanted to update you on that. The other project for the elevator communications, for those upgrades, that project should start this week as well. Granite is going to send a tech out and they're going to survey the systems and then they'll be able to order the equipment and get it put in and get all that stuff done. Then as for the main item for today, it's just a sales agreement from Forte. So this is for services and I think some equipment to finish the courthouse video system upgrades. So as you know, we got a grant towards the beginning of the year, and that grant, they awarded us about $40,000. And with that $40,000, we were able to purchase the physical equipment, but we didn't have enough to cover the services and for the Zoom licensing and for the integration services. So this quote right here would cover that. Earlier last month, I met with the council and I got the additional appropriation so that I do have those funds in my budget. So I'm just looking to your gentlemen for formal approval in the amount of $61,899.17.
Can you say that amount again, Marcus?
Yeah, it's $61,899.17.
And you said Forte.
Forte, yeah.
Mr. Harker's reviewed the contract?
I have not.
I don't think he has. But I mean, I don't know if you just want to, if your gentlemen are good with it, we can have it pending approval.
That's fine.
Make sure you email it to me, please.
Okay, so you want me to email it to you? Okay, yep, I'll do that.
This is to perform the work at the courthouse.
Correct.
$61,899.17.
Yep.
And Mr. Harker's going to review the contract. They're going to be installing the equipment, correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. And do you, from experience, we know that, is that going to be after hours? Or is that?
Yeah, so we'll coordinate with the courtrooms. Usually we can get them in there during the day, and they usually, it'll probably be a day's worth of work for them to get in there and do it.
So is there, when we're doing this, upgrade equipment, are we going to be removing any of the old equipment?
So basically, we're going to be removing the courtroom's Cisco systems. So basically, we're taking those out and replacing them with the Zoom alternative, because that's what the state and what a lot of the county governments switched to. So that'll make
We're
it.
gonna keep those old systems for,
Yeah, I mean, we'll have them if we want to repurpose them. The problem is with WebEx is discontinuing support for them, so they won't be able to connect to the cloud. Now, if we want to set them up to where they could work internal inside here, we would be able to do that. So,
So
so
this
yeah,
is putting TVs in the courtrooms.
no, so it's not TVs, so they're basically video conferencing systems, so this connects to the TVs in the system. in
Right,
the
I mean,
courtroom.
but this is for, so they don't have to transfer
Correct.
people back and all that.
Correct, yes.
And this is coming out of your budget, correct?
Yes, yep.
are there any other questions from the members?
Mr. President, I'll make a motion that we approve the contract pending Mr. Harker's review and approval.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Polling to approve the request from Forte, and the amount is $61,899.17 pending attorney approval. Are there any other questions from the members?
No, sir.
If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
That's all I have, gentlemen. Do you guys have any questions?
If you need to utilize maintenance to help facilitate any of that work, if we're going to be drilling holes or anything like that, make sure we're
I think
communicating.
the nice thing about it is the systems are a similar form factor type, so we should be able to utilize like a lot of the same pathways and stuff.
Okay.
So I don't think we should be drilling in anything new or anything like that. So, but if so, I'll reach out to Mike and we can get that coordinated.
Yep, thank you.
All right, thanks so much, gentlemen.
Marcus, if you could copy Ms. Winters and Mr. Middlesworth on the email to me,
Yep.
that contract.
Yes, sir. Yep, we'll do.
We'll move on to item number 10, the Highway Department report. Mr. White.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good for Monday. First thing I was gonna update you on is, the community crossing projects number 1-2025 is about complete. We gotta do the line stripings on Wheeling Pike and the trail. Hopefully they'll be done this week. Then we'll be able to close that project out. We received a unofficial detour notice from the state of Indiana. They're wanting to close State Road 18 east of Marion, between Bethlehem and Marion. So I got a unofficial detour. I told them to run Bethlehem up to Bond or 100 North and back into the city of Marion. I also notified the city of Marion that we'd be doing it that route, so they'll know a lot of traffic will be coming through there, probably down Pennsylvania to get back on 18. It's supposed to start in the spring of 2026, so I guess if you had any questions on that, I just try and get it all ready for them to, they got to replace a small structure on westbound lanes, so.
You would think that's dual. I mean, you think they could shift traffic and,
Me and CR just talked about that on the way up here. You'd think they would just move them over, run them side by side for a while.
Sure,
but-
both east and westbound.
Yeah, or no, just eastbound, or just westbound. But we figured they'd run them over and run them that way, but I guess not.
okay.
If you guys want to prove that, I need your signatures on that. If you'd like to. It's like the second page, I believe.
Sorry.
So we need a motion to approve the unofficial detour route
Yes.
as Mr. White's described.
So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Polling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve the unofficial detour route regarding State Road 18 East. Are there any other questions or comments from the members?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
We did receive 2 of our snow plows that we had ordered for about a year ago last Thursday, so we'll get them in operation, ready for winter. So we got them in, and then I started working on applying for the community crossing grant for fiscal year 2026. I've got 3 bridges I'm looking to put in. I know it'll probably go over the $1 million, but my personal opinion is I'd like to try to do it for the simple fact that I don't know how easy it's going to be from now on to try to get community crossing grants. So even if we have to pay a little bit out of our own pocket, I think we're better to maximize as much as we can. The 3 projects will probably be, like I said, over $1 million our part. So, but I'm going to try to put in for all 3 of them, if that's all right with you, gentlemen. So,
Which bridge numbers are they? Yeah.
Bridge 138, Bridge 102, and Bridge 110. And then this afternoon, me and CR are going out looking at 3 different small structure projects to meet with a contractor or putting aluminum boxes in and a pipe on 400 North that the bridge company says we can change to a culvert pipe instead of a bridge. So we're going to go try to meet with them. And then we got one on 900 West that I've got to get changed here like as soon as possible. They told us it'd probably be the middle of November before they could get the structure made, but I've still got to try to get it done this year because we got a weight limit on it right now. And the sides are kind of shut off because of it's not very good shape on the edges. So that's all I have on the sheet.
So do you need a motion for us to approve the community crossings for?
Yes, if you would allow me to go to the full max, it might be a little bit over.
The motion would be to approve Mr. White to pursue the community crossing grant for those 3 bridges. Obviously, it's going to go over the $1 million mark, but we've got funding in the highway department budget to help.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Polling to approve Mr. White's pursual of the community crossing grant for Bridge 138, 102, and 110. Are there any other questions from the members?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. On the unofficial detour route, will there be any need to pave that later, you think, or there's no money yet, right?
Right, yeah, I was gonna say, they have to wait till they get done, and then you have to get a quote before they'll allow you to do anything. But, right now Bethlehem's fine, maybe 100 North, but that's kind of on our schedule to get paved anyways, so we'll just wait and see.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Do you
you.
have anything else? Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
We'll move on to item number 11, the Health Department. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pretty much business as usual at the health department. Fair and festival season is winding down, so that allows our foods division to shift over into 2026 licensing. Our nursing division, we hired our communicable disease nurse. Today's her first day, so they're back to full staff. Will alleviate a lot of pressure in there. They are offering flu vaccine walk-in clinics every Wednesday through November, 8:30 to 3:30. They are giving flu vaccines other times, but an appointment is required. COVID vaccine will be offered on walk-in Wednesday, but only to individuals over 65. And that's all I have, unless you have questions for us.
Are there any questions from the members? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll move on to HR, County Administrator Report.
I don't have much for this particular section, other than Felicity and I met with Mitch and Tina from Gregorian of Hell, started the process on planning for open enrollment, and that's going well, hopefully to keep costs the same or less for next enrollment period.
Thank you.
Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to highlight?
Not for that section. I've got some other stuff coming, but we'll just roll right into it.
Okay.
The county property farmland lease, that bidding time period is open now. We will accept bids and we will open those on the 14th of October at 5 p.m. here in the council chambers.
Yeah, so the first item on our old business is the county property farm land lease. Just describe the process, what would it?
So we've advertised that in 2 local papers. We keep the bidding period open for approximately 2 weeks. We receive bids via closed bids. Those are opened in public in the meeting on the 14th. And then at that time, if there are conflicting bids and there's an oral opportunity to raise their own bids, providing they've bidded on paper.
Okay. Mr. Harper, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
The 14th is a Tuesday, I believe. It's supposed to be the 15th.
It's the 14th.
It's the 14th, all right, just want to make sure.
Yep. Then we have our joint session after that with council.
It's on the 14th.
Correct.
Yeah.
Are there any questions regarding Mr. White?
Is there a minimum bid on that?
150.
150, okay, thank you.
Yes. That's 150 per acre.
Do you know how many acres there are?
71 and change.
0.88.
0.88.
Are there any other questions or comments regarding the item number 1 on the old business? We'll move on to new business, and first we're going to move item number 5 up, citizens recognition. The Sheriff Del Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. President. Board of Commissioners, we had to kind of do a little trickery to get him here today. But when we started at the Sheriff's Office, obviously, we can't do our job without the public's help. And I'm thinking of a way that we could recognize people in the public that go out of their way to help the community and to help the Sheriff's Office. And we created what we call this Good Samaritan Award. Many of you may be familiar with the story in the Bible about the Good Samaritan. And let me just say that the first person that we want to recognize with this is John Shrout from Shrout's Towing. And I know he doesn't like the public recognition part, but I appreciate that he's here today. Let me just tell you what happened. I was off duty going to Kokomo to go out to eat with my wife, and we come across a lady from Grant County who went into a snowdrift. We pulled over, we tried to help push her out. A couple other cars pulled over, tried to get her out, couldn't get her pushed out. So I asked her if she needed a wrecker. She says, yeah, I'm probably gonna need one, but I don't have any money to pay for it. So I called Mr. Shrout, and this is in Howard County, and I asked him how much he would charge to come and tow her out or pull her out of the snowdrift. And he told me he would not charge her at all. So he sent one of his guides to Howard County. Unfortunately, by the time he got there, someone must have came and pulled her out. But I thought it was the idea or the thought of he was willing to do this for free to help another citizen from Grant County. So we have a certificate that we had made out for him. And in police work in the military, we give out what we call challenge coins. And we have a challenge coin. So if I could get Mr. Shrout to come up here, I'd like to present him with this award. And the challenge coin it's this Good Samaritan, Grant County Good Samaritan Award. And it says Good Samaritan Award Appreciation Certificate. This certificate is presented to John Shrout. Thank you for your dedication to the citizens of Grant County and helping to serve the citizens of Grant County community. Signed by Sheriff Del Garcia and Chief Kay. John, thank you for your willingness to do that. And she was very grateful that you were willing to do that for free. And just want to thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate what the county does for me. So,
Yeah, on behalf of the commissioners, thank you for all you do for the residents of this county and other counties as well, and
appreciate it.
yeah, congratulations.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys for the opportunity to come here and present. I just want to make sure it was done, even though I know he doesn't like that, but thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Yep. We'll move on to the first item under new business, item number 1, the county holiday schedule for 2026.
I know we're winding down on 2025, but we need to look forward to 2026, and these will be the proposed holidays that we will be closed for 2026. Just need for you to view that and do an approval. Along with that, the auditors also submitted the payroll schedule to be approved for 2026 as well.
I do want to note, though, on the payroll schedule, there are 27 pays next year instead of the 26 that we usually have because of the ending of the year falls on a holiday.
I thought every day was a holiday.
Yes, sir, it is.
So we can do away some of these days?
No, sir, we cannot. Nice try.
I'll just read through them real quick. We have New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Good Friday, the primary election day, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, General Election Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving holiday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then the employee's birthday.
Mr. President, are you looking for a motion to accept the holiday schedule and the payroll schedule, or do we need to do those separate?
I think we can do it combined.
So it's I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the 2026 payroll schedule, noting that instead of the 26 pays, there'll be 27 pays. And then the 2026 holiday schedule as presented. Are there any other questions or comments from the members?
Sir.
If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 2, the EMS grant opportunity request. Don Harris.
Good morning.
Morning.
I don't know how many copies I made. There is a MIH grant and a, did we say TECC or TEC? TECC. The MIH grant is Mobile Integrated Health. It allows us to start a program. It's a one-time grant. Start a program to do follow-up visits at home for some of our patients. If they've had surgery, if they've been admitted and dismissed, follow-up home visits to help them understand their prescriptions, help them understand their dismissal orders, reassure them in their recovery, and hopefully keep them from calling 911 unnecessarily.
Will you be submitting the data that's received, or how you gonna track the success of
We'll
the?
probably set up a special chart for that in the system we have now. We haven't really talked about it too much, but we can set up a special chart for that because the state will want those records as well. We just haven't decided how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
And then what's the dollar amount? Did you mention?
50,000.
This is 50.
Is this a matching grant?
It's not, they ask you if you can or not. Now, part of my matching, I did say yes because we would be paying people to do this mobile. We'll pay people to set up the appointments, pay people to drive around, so that part of it is our contribution to it that we'll be paying for.
Are there any questions? You want to move on to the 2 track funding?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a reimbursable grant for an EMR class. Can you say it? Sure.
So TECC stands for Tactical Emergency Casualty Care. We obviously pray that nothing would happen here, but we want to be prepared if it does. This would be something, mass casualty, shooter incidents, major events. This would provide us the training that we would need for being right in the mix of things, because as first responders, that's exactly where we end up. So it teaches how to be safe, how to treat these patients efficiently and quickly while maintaining a safe scene. So that's super important to us. Things like hemorrhage control, airway management, and just caring for the life-threatening illness right there, stabilizing them so that we can get them out appropriately. That's important to us, obviously, between the schools and all of our festivals. We just want to make sure we would rather be prepared, God forbid, than to be on the back end of things. So that's why that's important to us. I looked up some information on this. I learned about it from District 6. I attended that meeting, and she spoke there, and I just thought, wow, what a great idea. TECC is on their pre-approved list of training, so I don't even have to ask them for the approval. I just have to fill out the form for that. That course is $550 a person, so that is a good chunk of change. We would like to ask for 20. That includes all 4 supervisors and then also all of the chiefs for the volunteer units. That way, once they have done this 16-hour course, they can go back and teach it to their units. That way, everybody will have this training, not just 4 or 5 of us. So that's why we thought it would be really important. That totals $11,000 that we can get reimbursed for versus just being out that $11,000. So we thought that would be really important. It's 16 hours, so we'll probably break it into 2 days. That instructor, once I get in contact, will come to us, teach at our location. Just a really great benefit if we can pull that off. It'd be something that's really important to us.
That sounds like it would be extremely important.
Yeah.
And so you have any questions regarding the TAC funding? Obviously, we're going to expend the money, apply for the reimbursement.
And if I understand you correctly, it's a guarantee that you get the money back once you submit.
Yeah. So Sonia came and spoke at District 6, and she was like, we have all of this money. Please start using it. She gave us a list of pre-approved training, and that's where I saw TECC. I'd already been looking into it. There's a class at the expo we're going to next month, but I thought, man, if I can get 20 of us versus 2 of us and get reimbursed, it just seemed like a no-brainer to me. So, like I said, it's on the pre-approved list of training, so as soon as you guys give us the okay, I can fill out that form and get that process started.
So we have 2 requests. One's the MIH grant request, and then the TAC funding mass casualty request. Do you members have any questions?
Just great job for being proactive on this. It seems very much needed.
I hope and pray we'd never have to, but I want to be prepared if we do.
Sure.
I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Stewart, a second from Commissioner Poling to approve the EMS grant request with MIH as well as the TAC funding mass casualty incident class. Are there any other questions from the members?
No, sir.
If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I appreciate you.
Thank you. This is Taylor Knox. She's one of the supervisors for our full-time ambulance.
I appreciate you.
Take care, fine.
Going the extra mile.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move on to item number 3 under new business, Commissioner Carey ordinance. Mr. Harper?
Yeah. This ordinance is being drafted to allow commissioners to lawfully carry firearms in the county building, with the exception of the jail and the sheriff's department. You can track it, and it's ready to be approved.
Do we have an ordinance number? 14.
14.
So we have ordinance number 14, 2025, an ordinance authorizing the Grant County Board of Commissioners to carry firearms in and on county government buildings. Are there any questions from the members? Comments? Yes, sir. If not, I'd entertain a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from Commissioner Stewart to approve ordinance number 14, 2025. Are there any other questions from the members? Sir.
No questions.
If there's no questions, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 4. We're just going to go ahead and remove it from the agenda today. It's still not quite finalized on I call them automatic license plate reader cameras. We're still trying to perfect the ordinance, and we're going to make some additional changes, so we're not quite there yet. So I'm going to remove it from the agenda, and I believe that's all the new business. Do the members have any other new business that they'd like to present? Yes, sir. Our next regular commissioners meeting will be Monday, October the 20th at 10 a.m. Right here in the council chambers. We will be having a special meeting to open the bids for the farmland lease October the 14th at 5. And then at 6 on the 14th, we're going to have a joint session with the county council to discuss the jail project. At this time, I'll open it up for public comment. Come to the podium, state your name and your address for the record, and I'll allow 2 minutes to address the board.
Good morning, my name is Pete Monfetto. I reside at 2600 East Tulip Drive, just across the street from 1812 East Tulip Drive. I don't know if you guys are aware of what went down this weekend. They can plan all they want, they just cannot execute. And here again, I know that they are wanting to do year-round stuff out there, but the fact is that it's still an abandoned quarry operation. Active concrete plant right next door. You have particulates everywhere. And the whole thing about land usage, here again, I've never seen anything grown on that property, so I don't know where they're getting agricultural. But you had pedestrians walking up and down Tulip Drive and Garthwaite Road. They didn't have the whereabouts to properly park their cars to get all their parking space filled up efficiently. So they were parking on Garthwaite, they were, everywhere. And then the fact that they had an incident, I believe it was Friday, somebody got injured. They couldn't get the ambulance down Tulip Drive. That's planning. So I hope everybody heeds what happened this year, because it's going to come up next June, if not before. And the comprehensive plan that they want to submit, let that go through proper channels first, please. And you got to remember, this is in Grant County. This is not Carmel, this is not any place else. But the simple fact that they're bringing people into that contaminated land and assuming they have no liability to anything, it's just beyond comprehension. But I hope when this does come up, you guys not only look at what they've done, but the lack of planning and permitting they've had for what they've already done. So with that, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Again, this is the opportunity for public input, public comment. Come to the podium and state your name and your address, and I'll allow you a couple minutes. Not seeing anything else. We'll be in recess. Thank you. Have a great day.